So, sixth graders, let's go through some examples. Okay, you better find it, otherwise it's so let's go through some sample problems on using mental math strategies and see if you use the same strategies that I use to get these problems right. Okay? You don't have to use the exact same strategies, but it's helpful to put these numbers together in certain ways to make them easier to do. So, for example, number 7, 81 plus 814 plus 19. Now, this is a mental math strategy. Look at the ones place. 1 and 9, 1 plus 9 ones is 10 ones. So that means if we put these together, we're going to make a tens number. What number are we going to make? Does anyone know when you look at 81 plus 19? Catherine? 100. So using the commutative property, we can switch those around and add them again. And that's 100 plus 814. So that's 914. Okay? Number 8. 108 times 50. How can we write 108 so that it is a power of 10? Yes. 100 plus 8. Now, if we multiply that by 50, by each of these by 50, and then add them together, we can get the answer. So breaking apart the number, and then using the distributive property, we distribute the 50. So 50 times 100 is 5, and then 3 zeros, 5,000. 50 times 8, if we do 5 times 8, we get 40, and then give it one more zero, so it's 400. 5,000 plus 400 is 5,400. So we can get it using mental math this way. Aiden?
You were supposed to do number 8 on assignments?
Yep, look, that was the ones you were supposed to do, number 8. 7, 8, 11, and 12.
Why did you do 7 on
Okay.
right now?
Yep, do that now. Number 11. 1 times 94 plus 1 times 0. Wow. Well, if we use the identity property of multiplication, we know that that's 94. And if we use the 0 property of multiplication, we know that's 0. Woohoo! That was the easy one, yep. 12. 18 plus 43 plus 2. Again, look at the ones. 8 and 2. 8 and 2 is 10. So it means if we add these two together, we get a number that's a tens number. Using the commutative property, we can add these two numbers together. So 18 plus 2 is what, class? 20. And then 20 plus 43 is 63. Okay? Go to the back side. Number 1. Do you recognize this problem?
Yes.
54 plus 83 plus 27. I think we did this one. I think this one was in your notes.
Yeah.
because the 3 and the 7 make a 10. So if we add these together, we get a tens number. We get 110. And then add 54. And why can we do that? Why can we add these first instead of going across?
Because this is all addition, no matter what there is.
Right. Do you know what property that is? Jacob? It's actually the ones with the parentheses.
Associative.
Associative, yep. So this is 164. Number 3. 16 times 4 times 5. What property can we use for this one? Can we make a tens number first? And what do we have to do to get the tens number, Maya?
Do 4 times 5.
Yeah, so we move the parentheses, right? Instead of the parentheses here, we do this multiplication first. We reassociate the numbers. Now, can you do 16 times 20? Well, sure, because we can do 16 times 2. 16 times 2 is 32, and add a 0. What's the 0 in the answer? Okay. Number 6. 42 times 11. 42 times 11. Now, we can break one of these numbers up, and you can pick whichever number you want to break up. Okay? Bella?
I would break up 11.
11. So you do 42 times 10 plus 42 times 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. 42 times 10 is 420. 42 times 1 is 42. And then add 20 plus 42 is 62.
I just did the whole multiplication again.
Whoops. Okay. You could also do 40 plus 2 times 11. Right? 11 times 4 is 44. And then put the 0 in. And 11 times 2 is 22. And add it that way. You get the same answer. Okay? Isn't that cool? Do you see where you got those numbers? Number 17. Mr. Durant ordered baseball equipment for his baseball team. He ordered 5 of each item. Use mental math to find the total price. So, the items are listed there on that chart. 5 of the $22 helmets plus 5 of the $24 baseball bats plus 5 of the $18 baseballs. $18 a dozen. Now, we could write it this way. Do you know what's another way we could write it? Andrew?
You could multiply all of them by 5 and then add them all together.
And add them all together. And that's kind of how I wrote it, was 5 times 22 plus 5 times 24 plus 5 times 18. What do you see with these though? 8 and 2. 8 in?
But it could equal 10, but instead of
Yep.
that, I just did 20 times 5 equals 100, and then add 5 times 2, which is
Mhm.
110.
Could we add these two together and then multiply by 5?
Yeah.
So we could do 5 times what? What's 18 plus 22? 40. So that would shorten it a little bit. What's another way to shorten it? Or could we shorten this at all? Krista?
We can add the 24 to 40.
You could if you wanted to. And do 5 times,
Oh, 64.
64. How could we do this in our head then?
Oh.
What about 5 times 60 plus 5 times, times 4? Oops. So this is 5 times 6 is 30, so that's 300. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, and we use the mental math process to get to that. Now, you could also do 5 times 22 and then get that answer. And then do 5 times 24 and get that answer. And 5 times 18 and get that answer. And you're going to get to the same answer. But what I'm showing you is that there are more than one way to get to the answer. It's kind of like a puzzle. And there's different pieces that you're putting together. And you could put them together differently than somebody else. Okay? It's cool when you think about putting the numbers together in different ways. Okay? Number 18. Which of the expressions show how Raul can find the value of 9 times 15 times 2 mentally by using the commutative property? The commutative property says you can do what?
Switch it around.
Switch the numbers, right? Which one switches the numbers? Otto?
B.
B. 2 times 15 makes a 10. Makes 3 tens, actually, makes 30. And then 30 times 9. How about number 19? Which shows how Raul can find the value of 7 times 5 times 20 mentally by using the associative property? Only 2 people have this answer? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Grace, what did you have?
I had D.
D. So D reassociates 5 and 20, puts those together, right? Why would you do 5 times 20 first?
Because
What does that make?
there's
100, yes. And you can multiply 100 by any number pretty easily. Right? Good. So that's the end of lesson 110.